Hi everyone, who's ready for some slop? Oh, it is an awesome day. I just finished playing the Pokemon Balatro mod. It's the same day. I took a little break, went to go eat some leftover pasta, and all the sauce was kind of absorbed. It was really just grilled chicken and previously sauced noodles, but I guess that's good, you know? But, Ooh. God, I love Balatro though. Oh, that was so fun. Playing Balatro with Pokemon cards. Oh, it's so fun. The background is a little different. I went and changed shirts. Oh, had a little pasta on me. Oops. Embarrassing. Sickening, actually. But I changed shirts because I don't want to wear the same shirt across like 4 different videos. Yeah, I could just play Balatro again, you know. That's the real thing. You know what? Whatever. We're just going to do another run. I'm kidding, no, we have tier lists to make. Okay, wait, let me, what music do I even put in the background? Let me type in awesome Mario music. Top 100 Mario songs of all time. What is it like? Not like a lo-fi playlist, but like Nintendo chill music. That sounds good. That sounds like a good playlist. Soothing and relaxing Nintendo music to chill out to. It's kind of perfect. Yeah, I can make a tier list of that. Is that a good volume? Is that easy to talk over? Yeah? Yeah, we say yes? Yeah, alright. Well, let's hop into the tier list. Not this one. Oh, wait, I forgot how I do tier lists. Hold up. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out earlier. I was like, something is off, and I can't figure out what. Oh, I see now. I see. Wait. I see what is wrong. I remember how I've done it in the past. God, okay. Alright, I think this is good. I forgot where to put chat. I forgot about... Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Chat is here. And I'll put them, like, behind me a little bit. There we go. I was like, something's off. I can't figure out what it was. It was the chat missing behind me when I made this before stream. That makes sense. It's always funny because my chair just looks like it's this weird black orb following me. Sometimes why I have like this gradient right here. I think sometimes it helps. Sometimes... Oh, my screen. Oh, I see. Let me add a little more light to my room. That should fix that. Wow, yep. I know things. I know things about things. Okay. Cool. I think we're good to go now. I just made this for a little post that I'm going to make in the Discord. It's a big day. It's a big day. All right, so let me reset this. I think it's kind of fun. What's fun about this is that we get to go chronologically. Wait, let me think of an intro. Normally I would just record it, but I think I can just ship this all off to one editor. All right, I gotta write a little bit. Nah, I'll just do it later. I'm too embarrassed to do it on stream. There's like a different energy to it. I'm here for the slop. Hello, Adriana. Welcome to the slop. Welcome to the slop zone. What does the pin message mean? That's for the Balatro fans. Don't worry about it. It's gone now. Oh, Loaf, so thank you. Thank you for the slop. We all love the slop. I just finished playing the Pokemon mod of Balatro, and that was incredible. I like that a lot. Okay, how do I say? Yeah. The fun part about this, though, is we get to go through all the Switch games chronologically since 2017. And these are all the first-party games, which I am gonna phone in for some of them. I can't say I have played every single one because, you know. But I have played 1-2 Switch. Okay, these are the 3 launch titles, right? Let's talk about this. Not the best, right? Like, not... It left a lot to be desired. Breath of the Wild, incredible, don't get me wrong, but like... I don't know. I think 1-2 Switch, it's really fun. How do I label these tiers? I'll put peak, console defining. I think that's a good, that's a good one. I think this is fun for a day. I think there's a lot of games on this list that will be fun for a day. Console defining, worth it. I'll put worth it. I think that's just good, right? Like, that's just fair to say. I think forgetful. Forget. Oh my God, what is happening over there? Forgetful. Okay, that works. Whatever. And then not very good. So with tier lists, you have to be very careful about your wording, because if you call things bad, people get upset. So we'll just say it's not very good. Okay. I will add one more tier for current discussion. Current topic. Okay, there we go. Just because I don't want people to come in and people have already, you know, held the gun in my head, be like, Breath of the Wild? Fun for a day? Okay. Current topic. We're just gonna launch with the launch titles. 1-2 Switch, I think it's fun for a day. I think it's good fun for a day. Like, me and my friends, we got pretty competitive with it in like the dumbest way, because it got to take advantage of the HD Rumble, and it's kind of just like a mega pack of mini games, and there's a couple in there that I think are really good. Snipper clips. It's weird because I think it is forgetful, but I also think every time I remember it, I go, that was pretty fun. I think that falls in fun for, it's, yeah. I think it's fun for a day, because I did only play it once, but I did have a lot of fun. I think this is such a good tier name. It really sums up a lot of Nintendo games. And then there's Breath of the Wild. I would be a fool to not put it at least as high as console defining, because it is. It objectively is. Personally, I can't put it much higher than that. I can't say it's peak. I think this is a game that changed the entire landscape of gaming. Like, I gotta give it its flowers. But I love my Dungeon Zelda. Breath of the Wild is so big, expansive, inspired, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of nice things I can say, but ultimately, it was a game that I liked it. It just wasn't Zelda what I wanted from it. But I'm happy to have everyone else enjoy it, right? I understand. 99% of people put it in peak. I get that. But yeah, I just gotta slide it right there. All right, here, let me... Yeah, we can try to tackle like the next wave of first-party games here. Or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is a tricky one. Because it's peak, right? Like, it's so peak, but it's like not even really a Switch game. You know, it's weird. Maybe I'm a little Stockholm Syndrome because we played it for 11 years with no new Mario Kart. But the tracks are good, the music's good, and we got expansions on it, you know? Look, I don't care if this is technically a Wii U game. Breath of the Wild is technically a Wii U game if you really want to get into it. I think most of these are technically Wii U games. So, yeah, I'm just gonna call Mario Kart 8 peak because I think it's perhaps one of the best games ever made. One of the best selling for sure. And I think it's incredible. And then there's ARMS. Oh, this is such a hard... No, it's not. It's not actually that hard. But the thing about ARMS, because I want to say something nice before every not nice thing. Here's the thing about ARMS. It's also peak. I can't. It does not land any of the marks I want for a fighting game. However, the character design is unrivaled. I think out of all Nintendo properties, I think they absolutely cooked on this one. The music's pretty good. But the gameplay, like everything is good about the game except the gameplay in my opinion. So it's like, I don't really know where to put it. But I think if I'm ranking a game, it's not forgetful because I definitely remember it. Is it fun for a day? I think I'm gonna say it's fun for a day. I did play it for a little bit. I gotta say, it's not very good. I can say that. But it's not forgetful. It's like, it's a little worse than fun for a day, right? I think I gotta... I played it for a day. Yeah, I think that feels a bit better. There is a separation between them, you know? It existed. Then we got Splatoon 2, which for me, Splatoon is kind of like a single player game. The PvP in Splatoon never really clicked for me. I just never really got sold on it. The story mode's fun. I like it. Like, it's definitely worth it at bare minimum. If you ask me which is better between Splatoon 1, 2, or 3, I can't really think of like all the major differences in like actual combat and stuff. I can't tell you a single map from the 3 Splatoon games. But I did like 2, I did like 3. I think they were both up here for sure. This could be console defining, but I'll say it's worth it for now. Okay. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. This is a real if you know game because this is straight to the top. This is one of the best Nintendo games ever made. This is unironically incredibly peak. They made the best Switch game very early in its career. The game scales well. Mario and Rabbids 2 is not as good because you're so strong. You have so many options at every turn, but Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, this was a thinker. It was baby XCOM, but you still had to think a little bit. The world is good, the combat feels fun. Luigi does dab in it, unfortunately. This was released in like 2017, so what can you do? But this game it's pretty good. Never gave it a chance because of Rabbids. I understand that. I think that's the popular reaction, but you have to understand, this game is phenomenal. Please give it a chance. So, Chad said, I didn't know you knew ball like that. No, I mean, Kingdom Battle, I'm a big defender of this game. Oh, and then we got Pokken DX. I think I can say this is forgetful because I think a lot of people kind of forget Pokken's on the Switch to begin with. I'm famously not a huge Pokken fan. I don't know if I can necessarily call it bad. I'm gonna save this tier for games I think like are objectively bad. Kate says he didn't know this was on the Switch. Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, I'll put this in forgetful. And there's Fire Emblem Warriors. This is a me thing, right? This is not my objective take on every Switch game. This is a personal tier list, and I gotta put Fire Emblem Warriors kind of up here because it's slop, but so is this video, and you're watching it. I love Fire Emblem so much, and this was just a lot of that. Is it? Yeah, it's the first Warriors game on Switch? Sure, why not? I don't know. Like, Hyrule Warriors exists, but I get more out of Fire Emblem Warriors simply because I like the cast more. I don't know. That's all I can really say. I played it a lot. This wasn't even fun for a day because I put, like, days, perhaps weeks of my time off camera into it. Like, it was just fun. I had a blast. Whew. What needs to be said, right? What needs to be said about Super Mario Odyssey? It's no secret that I am a massive fan of this game. It is console defining, but I gotta put it to the top. This might not get dethroned. Actually, I can think of a couple that dethrone it, but Super Mario Odyssey, I don't know how to describe to you how good this game is as if you've never played it or watched it. Yeah, too many moons. I understand. Too much water, too many moons. There are complaints about it, but they aren't things that bother me. I love the pieces of candy that I keep having to pick up. This is phenomenal. Yeah, it honestly makes me reconsider. Kingdom Battle is still up here, but Mario Kart, yeah. It's the real Mario tier right now. I love the Yippee Wahoo, man. What can I say? I don't know, there's a sense of adventure with Odyssey. Not only is like my Supercut one of the best views, one of the most viewed videos on my channel, which I'm grateful for. Pays my rent every once in a while. But of all 3D platformer Mario games, I think this is my favorite movement. Of course, I speedran it. I have a very emotional connection to this game. Odyssey is at the top. It just has to be. Ooh, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. All right. Out of all Xenoblade entries, this is my least favorite, but it's still pretty good. Like, being worse than Xenoblade 1 and 3 is still you are like batting like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, and you're still worse than those two games. I think this is a great game. I don't know if like console defining is like the real word I would use for it, but I like it. I like it a lot. The gacha mechanics are a little annoying. You know what? I go back and forth on this. I like Xenoblade 2 a lot. Pyra, credible characters. I would count Torna, but it's over here, so I'll get to that later. But just the base game of Xenoblade 2, super fun story, and it makes Xenoblade 1 even better. That's the real magic of Xenoblade 2, that it makes 1 better. Ooh, Bayonetta 1 and 2. How... Huh. I do like Bayonetta 2 more. I do like that. I think Bayonetta is like a game that kind of finds its footing halfway through. It's fun. I love Bayonetta 2. This console-defining tier is kind of like... It really only worked for Breath of the Wild. Because this is a Wii U game. It's like, it's really not console-defining. Can it be console defining if it's so? I think I need to change this tier. Add another tier? I don't know. I don't think it needs another tier. Console selling. I don't think people bought a Switch for Bayonetta 2 though, is the thing. Bangers? Yeah, I'll put console bangers. Because, like, defining is a very pretentious word to throw on, like, Xenoblade 2. Breath of the Wild, it's true, but the other is not so much. It's a banger. I love Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta 1, the game's fun. It's worth it. It's probably lower. It's more fun than a day, but I'll put it down here. Console standout, bangers gets the point across. It's worth it. Bayonetta's worth it. I just think 2 is phenomenal. I really like 2. Ooh, Star Allies. Huh. This game kept getting updated. They kept giving you reasons to come back, which I think was pretty shocking for something like this. I think it's probably worth it. I think it's kind of fun for a day. I did play it multiple days, but I think the thing that prevents me from bumping it up higher, this is kind of splitting hairs, but there's a lot of heart in the game, but I kind of want to feel like I'm overcoming a bit more. I think that's just maybe a Kirby critique in general, but did I have fun for more than a day? Yeah. I think you play through the game and then you might come back, but I don't think like playing it for 2 or 3 days like suddenly bumps it up a full tier. Yeah, we'll put it there. It's a beautiful game. It's a fun game. The friends are fun. You get to play as Marks, which I think is neat. Adeline even makes an appearance, which is a rare sight. Yeah, all in all, it's fun. This is a positive review of Kirby Star Allies, but it's just it's Kirby at the end of the day. Okay, let's tackle the Labo. This is an interesting one. I do have a video on my channel from like 2018 maybe, where Cade and I put together this Nintendo Labo piano. It was fun for a day. Was that Cade? Was that Dawn? Who did I do it with? Was it Dawn? Cade, you're in chat. That was you, right? Wait, I saw Cade in chat earlier. Is he still around? Yeah, it was Cade. Someone says they think it was Cade. Perfect. I don't think the expensive Nintendo cardboard makes any sense for existing, but it was fun for a day. It was fun. Cade and I had a blast in that one video. And then they did more. I think I'm going to keep ranking the Labos lower and lower as we go. I think it's forgettable. Oh, why do I have forgetful? No, it is forgettable. That is different. That is a different word. Does it have 2 T's? It does have 2 T's. Okay. Huh. And then Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Like, I think I have to view these through the lens of not a port. Speaking of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of fonts in this, first off. I will be honest, I did not play this on the Switch. I did play it on the Wii U. So I'm going to base my review on this. All I really remember was the funky mode getting added. Funky mode getting added. You know what? Okay. I did have fun when I played it. But I don't think I played it for more than a day. Yeah, I played it more than Snipper Clips. And I did not touch the Switch version at all. But I think the game is fun. I know what the game is. I'm sure it's a good game. You know what? I'll put it in worth it. I did spend more time on it. I'll say it's worth it. It's more fun than Star Allies, in my opinion. And even if I were to put it right here, I gotta give it up for Funky Mode. That's hilarious. Then there's Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Like Tropical Freeze, I never played the Switch version. At least I don't think so. I played the Wii U one. I think this feels a little hypocritical, right? To put it down here. I know Fire Emblem Warriors and Hyrule Warriors are kind of the exact same game, if I can be honest. But the reason I have to put it lower is just because I like the Fire Emblem cast more. Like, I think Zelda Sheik designs in Hyrule Warriors kind of peak, the best in the entire series, in my humble opinion. But I just like Fire Emblem. That's it. Oh, and then we got Pokemon Quest. The first mobile game port on the Switch. The first of many, but the first. I played this. I did make a video on it. I can confidently say this is the first game on this tier list that is not very good. Parentheses bad. Someone says worth it. No. Like, you can make your own tier list if you really think this is God's gift to gaming. But for me, I think this is the most reasonable placement on my entire tier list. And then there's Sushi Striker Way of Shushido. I'm going to have to phone a friend for this one. Did not touch this game. Did not get anywhere near this game. Anyone got a yay, nay? I'm going to phone a friend. No one knows? All right, I think it's forgettable. I imagine that it's better than Pokemon Quest, though. Probably sparks more joy than putting together the robot, too. Yeah, whatever. That might be a generous review. Wait, Mario Tennis Aces? Hold up. Like, they've kind of fumbled Mario sports games over the last decade or so. I don't know why it's so hard to make the Italian man play golf nowadays, but Tennis Aces? People say fun for a day. No, I grinded this. This had ladder, okay? You could grind. The story mode was fun. You could play with your friends. You had doubles. I loved Mario Tennis Aces. I put a lot of time into it. Like, I'm putting this game high. The gimmicks are a little much. Yeah. But I think Aces is genuinely phenomenal. Like, this might be a generous placement. Now, I like Xenoblade 2 more than Zelda, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, Mario Tennis Aces absolutely deserves to be here. Absolutely. They turned tennis into a fighting game? You should talk to any Melee player. Oh, and then there's Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Is this also a Wii U game? Yes, right? Yeah. How would I describe this game? I think it's kind of mesmerizing in a very simple way. It's not gonna blow you away by any means, but you kind of boot it up, plan on playing it for a while, but it's just so simple and easy to dive into where you kind of end up playing for a few hours. It's fun for a day. It's fun for a day. I think I need to start being a little harsher though. I'm gonna say Labo, I just played it for a day. I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Oh! And then we got some real heat. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, the Golden Country. This is incredible. This game, like, I don't know how to explain this to someone who has not played Xenoblade. Because 1 is phenomenal, but it kind of plays like this MMO with a little repetitive combat. 2, it's a little better. But 2, Torna, this gameplay, this combat is phenomenal. I think it could be higher. There's like a little side quest held towards the end that I think makes it fall off a bit. But look, I gotta play one thing. Hold up. You've heard several YouTubers using this track. Wait, this one? This is what the soundtrack sounds like. Every song sounds like this. I'm sure you've heard it, even if you didn't know this was from Xenoblade. This song is phenomenal, and they cooked. They cooked so hard. Okay, let me go back to this. Oh, and turn that down. Big vibe shift right there. Xenoblade 2 Torna? I think for me personally, yeah, I mean, this was full of the characters I liked in 2 without the characters I disliked from 2, you know? It's so good. It's so good. Oh, and then they just made more Labo. I think I just gotta keep ranking them lower and lower. Like, it was an idea that barely worked once and they just kept doing it. Ooh, Super Mario Party. Ooh, I am a little critical, I think, because I'm such a huge fan of Mario Party. I've logged thousands of hours across all the titles. So it's really not a banger. Because this game, as far as Mario Party is concerned, is not very good. But in the relative scheme of gaming, I think it's good. I'd say it's definitely worth it. I enjoy it more than some other games, but Super Mario Party, I think it's just a really weak installment in the series. It's better than being in the car, but the buddies kind of ruin it, and the boards are kind of awful. Yeah, you know, it goes a little lower, actually. But it was a gateway. Now, that is true. It was a gateway for better Mario Party games. So you have to take the good with the bad. Ooh. This is a controversial one, I think. People don't really think that highly of Pokemon Let's Go. They think it's baby Kanto. But I raise you a question. Everyone says you don't get to catch the wild Pokemon in a Pokemon battle. And my question is, who likes catching wild Pokemon? I like that they simplified the mind-numbing part. In all of my Nuzlockes, I usually have some gimmick that allows me to avoid catching Pokemon for a reason. I think this game looks good, dare I say beautiful. Definitely the best looking console Pokemon game on the Switch, without a shadow of a doubt. You mean battling? No. You do not catch Pokemon in this game by battling them. You catch them by, throwing your physical Joy-Con. And I like that. The XP is a little nutty. There's a lot of weird stuff in this game. It's definitely simplified. No abilities, no held items, move like Batty Bad and Zippy Zap. It is a little hard to take seriously. But for what it is, this game is supposed to convert Pokemon Go fans into Pokemon fans. And I think they do a good job. I'll say it's worth it. I'm just a huge fan of this game. I'll defend it till my dying breath. I don't think it's a console banger, but it's definitely up here. I like it. Ooh, wait. This is a weird one, because it feels so introspective, right? Where, who am I to rank Super Smash Bros. Ultimate anything short of, like, the best on the Switch? Like, not only is this console defining, it was like career defining for me. I obviously had a channel and some good amount of momentum. I had 1 million subs before Smash Ultimate came out. But by the time I stopped making Smash Ultimate videos, I already had like 2.5 million subs. Like, this game did a lot for me. But above all else, it is a phenomenal game. There's a lot of like intricate mechanics that I'm not super fond of. But as just a surface level video game, 1,000 phenomenal songs, nearly 100 insane character picks. I do think there's probably some part of me that actually does rank these other games higher, if I can be entirely honest, just because I like them a lot. And Smash Bros kind of feels to me like clocking in at work. It was just my job for so long. But look, I gotta give it up. This is a game unlike any other. Like, until Fortnite in the past few years, this was unrivaled as just the best crossover event in gaming history. And in some ways, it probably is still more impressive than Fortnite, because Fortnite just kind of smashes IP together. Smash really reimagined them in their world. So, I don't know. This is a phenomenal game. It was a cultural shift, right? Whenever the trailers started happening, where I remember where I was when that first reaction of showing all the characters into the everyone is here. Like, hands up cinema, That was an unreal trailer. And the thing that Smash did that none of these games can even hold a candle to is the trailers. Every character, like, there's just an energy around every community adjacent to Nintendo when Smash characters are getting announced. From Steve from Minecraft, to Kazuya, to Sephiroth, to Min Min, I guess, to Hero, to Banjo, to Pyramithra, to Sora, and to Joker. Remember when they cut the lights off for the Game Award to show off the Joker trailer? Like, unreal. I've talked myself into ranking it even higher, actually. Smash Bros. Ultimate was a cultural phenomenon, and I was just lucky enough to be along for the ride. It's unreal. Genuinely, I can't believe that I was lucky enough to make content on this game and that it did so much for me. And the game, I just love it. Yeah, cinema. And then there's Mario. And then there's New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. The game with like 3 subtitles. That's a lot. I think this is real. I played it for a day. I did do a series over this, and I gotta say, I played it for a day. Not much more I can say than that. Yeah. I could argue it's forgettable. But I did play it. I think it sparks more joy than the other games in this list, for sure. I almost said I had fun, but yeah, I'll say I played it for a day. Wait. Y'all don't know this about me. I've never really made Tetris content, but I'm a Tetris fiend. I love Tetris, and funny enough, the Joy-Con are actually phenomenal controllers for Tetris. And making a Tetris Battle Royale, I don't know if I can put this in peak, but this is a console banger. Unlike anything I've ever seen. This is so high up here. I am teetering on peak, but I'll put it in the console banger for now. Tetris 99 is incredible in every way imaginable. I don't know. It's such a simple concept, but this made me realize, back in an era where I didn't really like Fortnite, I saw Tetris 99 and thought, oh, I actually love the Battle Royale concept. And then, they made other games like Fall Guys and whatnot, which just took the Battle Royale format and put it in other genres of gaming. I think Battle Royale is so cool. Tetris 99 delivers. And then there's Yoshi Crafted World. I feel so confident locking in Forgettable. I confuse this with Yoshi Woolly World all the time. I don't even have much to say. I think, you know what? I actually did play it for a day, and I forgot, which means it is the quintessential forgettable game. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I forgot. No, I did try this. Yeah, no. It's forgettable. And then there's just even more Labo. I think this is the last one, hopefully, on the list. I'm just disappointed at this point. Oh, wait, no, this is the VR one. Actually, I did play this for a day. No. I will give it up for that one. I did try the VR thing because they had it in Smash Bros. You looked so stupid operating it. But it was cool that they did it, I guess? No, not really, but it's better than Token, I suppose. Ooh, Box Boy and Box Girl. Is this any different than Box Boy? Because I actually don't know. I played Box Boy. Does he just have a girlfriend now? Oh, it's a sequel. Oh, it is. Oh. Wow, I kind of avoided it because I assumed it was just a port. I think that's bad marketing. I'm sure this game is good, but now I'm a little mad that they didn't market it better as a sequel. I'm sure it's fun, but I'm going to put it in Forgettable. I'm mad now. Ooh, Cadence of Hyrule? Not only is this game incredible, not only is this game really good, but you got to play as Zelda, which is fun. It's a neat little rhythm game. I know tons of people who worked on the soundtrack. This is actually how Adriana and I became friends, and she's genuinely my closest friend I have. But the most impressive part about this is that Nintendo lent out their IP. You know? The fact that this is even in this tier list from an indie developer kind of blows my mind. It's a console banger. I put it high up here. I had a lot of fun with Cadence of Hyrule. It's a little silly, but in a way that's fun. In a way that it makes sense. It's been too long since I've really played it, but the music is fun, and I'm just happy my friends got to work on a Zelda game. Adriana was in it? She sure was. She did all the... You were like the Great Fairy Fountain, right? That was all you? Super Mario Maker 2. Huh. Look, I know I might sound a bit crazy for this, but I genuinely believe Super Mario Maker 2 might be one of the greatest games ever made, ever. This game is going to inspire generations of game developers, and what you can do in this world is incredible. I don't know, like, there is so much heart and passion in not just Mario Maker 1, but also 2. Or not just 2, but also 1. Myself included, I have made so many worlds, so many levels. I made a super world, I did a lot of levels for fun. I made that whole Fast 50 competition. And on top of that, Joe and I have put hours into Endless Easy. Like, this game doesn't have a ton of content in it, hear me out, but the game has infinite content. Like, does that make sense? There's not a lot of game modes, but there's infinite content. They also do have like competitive modes of racing and battles, but those are kind of awful, I will admit. It's so laggy and horrendous, but Mario Maker 2 is peak. I go back and forth on these. I think Mario Maker 2 brings me more joy than any other game on this list, though. I think I gotta give it up. I think that's fair. And then there's 3 houses. Fire Emblem 3 houses. I played all 4 stories. I am a massive Fire Emblem fan. This does deviate a lot from what I like in Fire Emblem, which is kind of my critique on Zelda. And I think this game is kind of ugly in a lot of ways. Actually, a ton of ways. But God, do I love these characters so much. This is one of those games where you could tell me it's bad and I could almost believe you. But I just love the characters so goddamn much. I think, like, Blue Lions is probably the best story in the game if you're going to play it once. I think Golden Deer is my favorite house. I think I love Claude. I love Hilda. I love Lysithea. But I think, like, it's mainly, like, Hilda. Girl Boss Peak right there. Black Eagles is also really good. I think the game's good. I think Church is a little boring. I will give it up for Church. Black Eagles is fun, though. It's also fun because the soundtrack is so good. And I really like Byleth as a silent protagonist because they kind of write it into the canon. Also, I don't really get to show this one off. This is going to be hard. Wait. Oh, shit, wait. You might be wondering what I'm doing. Hold. I have a Crest of Flames tattoo. Yeah, not a lot of people knew about that, huh? I don't get to show that one off often for obvious reasons, but I am a big fan of this game, so I gotta rank it. You know what? I'll put it above Breath of the Wild. Like, people never agree with me on Breath of the Wild. I think it's a good game, but it's an objectively good game, but it's not a game for me. It's an opinion I've had to defend since 2017. But I don't know, I just love Fire Emblem. I love Xenoblade. My taste is very defined. And I love the Yippee Wahoo, man. Ooh, Astral Chain. Normally I'm a fan of Platinum games. I put a few hours into this. I didn't really get into it. I don't know, I played it for a day. I don't think it's really forgettable. I don't really think it sparked joy. I don't know, I just played it. It could be fun for a day. Yeah. I think it's better than Mario New Suit, whatever that game is. I'll put it up. It's better than Snipper Clips. But no, it gets hard-walled by 1-2 Switch. I'm gonna move these around, though. 1-2 Switch is honestly a very good game. I would say it's the best fun for a day game in here. Oh, and then there's Kirby. What is this? Kirby, the Super Kirby Clash? Is that a word to the right of it? Or is that just little Kirby's in the logo? Super Kirby Clash. This is their Smash Bros, like their little platform fighter game, right? No? What is this? Oh, that's Kirby Fighters. Okay, Kirby. Oh, wait, no, I do remember this. Oh, okay. I was confused on it. Those games do get mixed in my head, it seems. Yeah, I feel like I should just have a port tier of just games that originate from other consoles. But I think that would end up being most of the tier list. So for the sake of integrity, not even integrity, I just don't think it's a good idea visually. I think this game's forgettable. Yeah, I'll put it up here. I did play it, but I looked at it and had to really ponder what it was. And then there's Link's Awakening. At the end of the day, it's a Zelda. It's worth it. Yeah, I would say it's worth it. It's cute. It's a game that doesn't really get a lot of love. It's very pretty. Oh, I think this goes higher, actually. Fire Emblem Warriors is a real titan, it seems. I'm going to put Let's Go a little lower. But yeah, I can agree with this so far. I don't know if people are going to vibe with this one, but Ring Fit Adventure is kind of a phenomenal game. It's unironically incredible cardio. I thought it was going to be like some Wii Fit bullshit that is just kind of make-believe, but you do get you're not going to get like swole off it. You're not going to like actual gain muscle, but the amount of cardio this game makes you do and get off your ass, it's very good. It's a console banger for sure. I think about this game a lot. I am going to put Ring Fit up in console bangers, which I think this might be higher than the average person. The peripheral kind of sucks, but I don't know. This game kind of motivated my initial weight loss arc. Like right when I was starting to lose weight, I kind of played this game and it made me realize how easy it is to get off my ass and just do it. I don't know, it's fun. Yeah, and it came out kind of right before COVID too. So like, I did toy with this every now and then. Luigi's Mansion 3. That wasn't a good gasp I just made. I think this might be the prettiest looking game on Switch outside of like anything Monolith has done. But Luigi's Mansion 3, I think there's a lot of other games I do like more, but I think I'll put it in console banger above everything else. It's a little slept on, and it's a little silly, and there's like a lot of things in the game that I find like a little redundant, but oh, they did add Polterpup though, so no, you're right. This deserves its placement. And then Mario and Sonic go to the Olympics. Look, I've kind of forgotten how many times they do this at this point. I think it's forgettable. This is a slop game, but what the hell is the Stretchers? What? This is a new tier. Like, like I don't even know how to sum this one up. What do you mean, the Stretchers? Like, no, even not even what? I'm just flabbergasted. What the hell is that? It's not even forgettable. I've just never seen it before. This is a Nintendo game? If you say so. Oh, Sword and Shield. I gotta say, I don't even think that tree looked that bad. I don't know why we got so upset. One thing people always criticize Sword and Shield for is the Dexit, right? When they went from having maybe 800 mons to 400. I was fine with it. I thought 800 was kind of a lot. I thought we were slowly sneaking into territory where having every Pokemon is kind of a lot. Even from the beginning, I was like pro Dexit. I was like, this is reasonable. It's kind of like a call they have to make early, because if we get to like Gen 16 and they're still doing every mon and then they want to call it, then it's like, well, there's like 50 years of gaming before us. I don't want to get too much into that because I know that's kind of a hot topic, but Sword and Shield, some of the best character designs in the entire game. As a champion, I love Leon. I don't think people give him enough credit. He is such an awesome character. And this game is a little special for me because this was kind of what pivoted me into making more Pokemon content, getting into VGC. The DLC was also really fun, which I'm going to factor that in, right? Unless that appears later on this list. I don't think it does. It is, I'll say it's worth it. I'll put these together, obviously. I think they're going to be gatekept by the banger because I think there are a lot of shortcomings in Sword and Shield. A lot of the ideas kind of get a bit more realized in Scarlet Violet. It just kind of sucks that this game looks so much better than Scarlet Violet. But And then there's brain training. Wait, this is not what I'm thinking of, right? There's like a, big brain. That's why, yeah. I mean, they make this on every console. I'll just call it forgettable. I can't keep up with these anymore. Oh my god. And then there's Tokyo Mirage Session Sharp FE Encore. That is the proper title of it, right? It's Sharp, yeah? I have heard from a lot of people. I played this game once because I am a big Fire Emblem fan. At the time, never played any SMT, even Persona at that point. So that was kind of a miss for me. Maybe I would enjoy it more now. I'm a huge rhythm game fan. I did play it and it did spark joy. Actually, Astral Chain, I was lying to myself. It goes down here. But I had fun for a day. Can I say more than that? No. I think if I were to come back to this game today, it would spark a lot more joy for me. But whatever I have in my head, it's like, I remember enjoying it, and then I never played it again. But how in the hell do I rank Pokemon Home? I guess it's a game. Worth it? I guess, like... It's not expensive. It's a membership, but it's nice to transfer. I guess I could say it's worth it. It's never really made me think this is fun, but it's worth it. It's necessary. It's yeah. No. It's not in the question mark tier because at least I've heard of Pokemon Home. Still don't know what the hell the Stretchers is. But yeah, Pokemon Home is worth it, I suppose. I mean, it's peak. It's actually the best game ever made. Like what does that mean? I think it's even more confusing if it's just like kind of snuck in here somewhere. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it worth it for now. That's fine. Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. I mean, Mystery Dungeon is phenomenal. It's just hard because I really don't know how to rank ports. Because it's like, am I giving too much credit to the port? Am I giving too much credit to the original game and the memories I have with it? It's worth it. I think it does look fun. I would love to see Explorers of Sky remade. I think the visuals are pretty hit or miss for people. I personally like it. I think it's worth it. I think it's a better version than the originals for sure. I mean, the pixel art is nice, but I don't know. I like it. It's good. It's worth it. I mean, but is it better than Pokemon Home? That's the real question. You know, I'll say yes. Animal Crossing New Horizon. I think this game came out at the perfect time. Of course, people were asking Nintendo, please release it earlier. COVID-19 is gonna kill us all. Please, Nintendo, give us Animal Crossing. I think that was one of the funniest arcs of social media ever, that we thought, like, they're gonna listen to us. That was so funny. But New Horizons, it's weird because I think as an Animal Crossing game, New Leaf is better, miles ahead. There's a lot of things in Animal Crossing that, like, they give you so many tools, but I kind of like the limitation. They did add Raymond in New Horizons, so, you know, maybe it's up here. But there's just so much in New Horizons I don't really like. But the game came out at the perfect time, so I have to factor that in. I think Mario Tennis Aces got more joy out of me, but New Horizons is up here. It's a good game. I just think New Leaf's better. Good job! This goes in the Stretchers tier. I don't even know what the hell this one is. How are there more? I feel like I'm so, like, look at this jump rope challenge. I'm sorry, this is just, I don't know if it's good, I don't know if it's bad, I just don't know it, period. But we got Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I gotta make a new tier. Hold up. This is genuinely the greatest game ever made. I'm sorry. There's nothing in this world that could convince me that Xenoblade Chronicles is not the best game on the Switch. And I know, it's a remake. It was a Wii game. But let's just talk about that. That Wii game was ugly as sin, and it was phenomenal. They brought the original voice acting cast back, they redid the entire soundtrack, the game is unrecognizable visually, and above all else, I think it's one of the greatest stories ever told. And Xenoblade 2 makes the first story even better. I can't explain it, but it just does. Where'd I have this? It was like right here, yeah. I don't know, I am such a massive defender of Xenoblade Chronicles. Nothing in me can say this isn't the best game ever made. And then we have a fierce competitor to the title with Clubhouse 51 Game Worldwide Classics. Like, this is fun for a day. This game is absolutely like the most fun for a day, but I think for what it is, the silly factor on this game existing is through the roof. I gotta put it up here. I think Clubhouse 51 Games is a masterpiece. It's like, I might even say it's a banger. Like, it could be peak. It keeps surging. I'm gonna put it above Breath of the Wild to send a message. Like, realistically, it's like around here for me, but I think there's something funny to be said. Someone's gonna see this without context and just have a word to say. Oh, oops. Did I change anything? No. Pokemon Cafe Remix. I played it. It's Pokemon, so I gave it a shot. And I think it's just not a game for me. I tried it. This is a game I actually played. This is the kind of game my mom likes, you know, and she's so far from playing video games. She logged like 200 hours in Suika game, for Christ's sake. One time, this is just a funny anecdotal story. My mom told me that Suika game is so hard she can't beat it. And then one time she brought her Switch out to California and I saw her playing it and her high score was like 3,600. And I was like, what do you mean you can't beat Suika game? And she was like, well, isn't how you beat it that you get 2 watermelons? And I was like, no, that's not how you beat it. My mom was just gaming up a storm. I don't know, man. My mom is not a gamer, but for stuff like Tetris, Puyo Puyo, Suika game, she locks in. That's the kind of shit she loves. Okay, and now we got Paper Mario Origami King. I think historically, my opinion on this game has kind of got misconstrued through a game of telephone. Just because I'm such a Thousand Year Door fanboy, I compare Paper Mario to Thousand Year Door. It's a disease, really. It's a sickness. But this game genuinely might have like a top 5 greatest soundtrack of all time. And it's so dynamic with what you're doing. This game has so much going for it. I just think the battle mechanics are a little unfun. They're fun. I think they would be incredible for like boss fights or like once in a pivotal moment. But when you have to do the same kind of fighting style every single time, that's what makes the game a bit tiring for me. The gameplay is the story is good, but the music is phenomenal. The gameplay is like the core part of a game, so I'm not gonna rank it too high. I'll say it's worth it. I can say it's at the top of worth it though. It is well worth the money you spend. Whew. Then there's Super Mario 3D All-Stars. You guys want to know something really embarrassing? I did this as a joke, right? One time I bought like 12 copies of 3D All-Stars as a joke. And because you remember, it was a limited time only game. They said it was only gonna last till like March, and then there's off the shelves for good. So I got drunk with my friends and I ordered 13 copies of 3D World on Amazon. Or not 3D World, 3D All-Stars. And I had to stand on the purchase rate. And I was like, it's investing, it's stocks, it's gonna go through the roof. But then they just kept selling it after that date anyways. So, if anyone would like a copy of 3D All-Stars, hit me up. You know what? I'll take them to Pokemon Worlds. Just ask nicely. Yeah, first 13 people to ask me can have it. I think all 3 games are phenomenal. But I think the concept of it kind of pisses me off at the same time. Like, it's not that I'm saying these games are bad. I just think the compilation is lazy. You know, like, it's not forgettable. I didn't even play it for a day. It's just not a very good compilation. There's a lot of things wrong with it. As someone who's so adjacent to speedrunning in all 3 of these games, I've just seen so many people complain about it. If the game was better, maybe I'd have 13 open copies, or maybe I would have sold them by now. I don't want to reward scalping by any means. It's just a funny story, and I'm gonna give away, so it's really just a loss. Kirby Fighters 2 is an interesting one, because it's obviously just like a platform fighter. It's neat. I think as someone who has played such a wide variety of platform fighters, from Slap City to Rivals 1 and 2, to Nazby, to... thinking of more... Icons even, that's one. Multiverses 2, all the Smash Bros, Project M included. I think I'm a huge connoisseur of platform fighters, and Kirby Fighters 2... I didn't really like it. I don't fully remember what my complaints were, but I remember not liking it. I don't think it's forgettable. I do think about it. I just played it for a day, and it didn't spark joy. But I think a lot of people have defended it. People go to swing on this game. So I'll give you credit where credit's due. I'm sure the game is fine. Like, I think calling this game bad, I think there are other games that are worse and more deserving of it. I'm just gonna say I played it for a day, and that's it. I'll put arms a little higher, actually. Then, there's Mario Bros. 35. Never has a game pissed me off more, because I can't play it anymore. This game was peak. Mario Battle Royale. It's like the same reason I was talking about Tetris. It's just a Battle Royale, but it's not a shooter. It's so cool. It's so fun. This game had it all. And then suddenly it was gone because fuck you. I want to play it still. It's lost media. It's only in my memories. I had to go back and watch a video of me just screaming over my dying controller, but like, this game was phenomenal. Why can't I play it? I think it's so stupid that they made a game just to take it down. Like, it's not even that I could only play it local, or I could only play it with friends nearby. I just can't play it at all. I gotta put it in question marks because it doesn't exist? No. This tier is for games I just don't even know what they are. This is very much so a game I can rank. It just, I'm just so mad that I can't play it. It goes down a tier. It goes down a tier. I can't say it's peak. It's a console banger, though. Tetris 99, you can still play it. It can be higher. You know what? This game's going down simply because I can't play it. I'll put it right there. If you could play this game to this day, I think, no, not, it's not up there. Probably somewhere up here. But yeah, it's got to go down simply because I can't play it. It sucks. And then there's Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. If I can be honest, I have absolutely no idea why this exists. It's pretty funny. I made a fun video with it. I also had a second video planned that I just never got around to doing it. I wanted to make a summoning salt styled video over the world record progression of Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Because the joke is that you build the course, so people just kept making it shorter. So I bought multiple versions of this, and asked my friends to record various runs. I spent hundreds of dollars getting this to my friends, and not a single person recorded it. So, what can you do? The idea was there, but it never happened. If anyone else wants to take it, be my guest. I did try to get a speedrun.com category for this game, and I got denied multiple times. So that's also a little fun piece of trivia. I think it's fun for a day. It's silly fun. I don't even think it's forgettable. I think it's fun. It's just silly. I just don't know why it exists. This is part-time UFO. This is not a game, because I have seen this. I think I've played it. It's made by HAL? Okay, that's why. Okay, I think it's forgettable. If you ask me on like a Sporkle quiz to name every Switch game, this is not making the cut. But I did play this. I'll just say it's forgettable. I think that's like the nicest thing I can say. Oh, Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Can I skip ahead? Can I just grab Pikmin 1 and 2 because I saw that they're also on here? These are not Switch games. I guess 3 Deluxe kind of is, but not really. These are ports. I think they did improve Pikmin 3. I think the Deluxe is significantly better. Pikmin 2 is such a bullshit game design kind of game, and I love it. I think how Pikmin works is you're either a fan of 2 and 4 or 1 and 3. Because these games are like so kind of similar with their design philosophy. Given that, I'm a 2 guy. I like 2. It feels wrong to call it a console banger. I think they're all bangers. I'm not a huge fan of 1. I think it's a little lackluster. But I think it's still worth it. I think Pikmin 1 is a great game. I still put it above most games, actually. Believe it or not, some of the best games on the Switch are not games that were made for the Switch. Pikmin 3 is an underappreciated classic. Pikmin 2... I gotta do it. No, I gotta do it again. It's a perfect game. It's great. It's incredible. It's barely a Switch game, but I'm still putting it high. I love Pikmin 2. 3, I think, could go higher. I think 3's up here. And then there's Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. This is better, in my opinion, than the first Hyrule Warriors. But we run into... It's actually... No, I'm going to say it's worth it. This game's pretty sick. We run into the same issue as Fire Emblem Warriors, where it's just like, I just like the cast of Fire Emblem more. I'll put it down here, though. It is a very good game for people who love Zelda. I do like Zelda, but, you know. Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. I think Bowser's Fury, it's kind of the same as Shadow Generations, where I'm sure it was supposed to be released as its own thing, but they were like, we want people to buy it, so we're gonna make another game with it. That's just a game theory, but both of them are phenomenal. I'm a huge 3D World fan. I don't think it makes the peak tier list, but it goes pretty high. It is a port, yeah. So is Mario Kart in a way. I don't know. 8 Deluxe is so much more than that, though. Bowser's Fury, not a port. It also introduces a lot of new mechanics to Mario that only kind of works, in my opinion. I think a more fleshed out version of this formula would go very far, but yeah, I think it might go a little down, actually. I love 3D World, but they really didn't bring a lot of new stuff outside of Bowser's Fury. Actually, the movement is slightly different, but I think it's fair to put it up here. That's not like a bad placement at all. Ooh, Ash, you loved Pikmin 4, but it's your first of the series. If you liked 4, play 2 next. 2 and 4 are more similar than 4 with 1 or 3, in my humble opinion. What did you like about 4? Because 3 and 1 are all about like micromanaging and working on a time crunch. And 4 and 2 are kind of like, you're just exploring. However, 2 does hit you with some bullshit and you have to live with it. That is the difference. Yeah, and 2 also has dungeons that are in 4. 2 is just more dungeon themed. I guess that's what it really is. Is 3 World below Aces? I understand that question, but I really like Mario Tennis Aces. I think it's a very good game. And then Pac-Man 99. I get it. I understand why we're making it. It has the same charm that you would think Tetris 99 and Mario 35 have. But I just don't think being good as Pac-Man feels as satisfying as being good at Tetris or Mario. So I played it for a day. Pac-Man's always been the kind of game where I understand how you put your quarters into it, but I don't think a game like this would ever hold up today. It just doesn't work as well, above all else. I'd rather play ARMS. Yeah, that's where it sits. It's not forgettable because I think about it, but it's... Yeah. I'm being very generous with this. I'm saving the bad tier for games that I think are like horrid. But pretty much anything below ARMS I think is like a little eh. Pokemon Snap is oddly forgettable, like the new one. It's beautiful, genuinely one of the most visually impressive games on the Switch, but for some reason no one talks about it, and I'm not really sure why. Personally, I think Pokemon Snap, maybe the formula just doesn't work in modern day. I definitely had fun. I can't say much more than that, but the game is definitely fun for at least a day. I think people could love it. I think it has a lot of good going for it, but for whatever reason, I just fail to find that click, you know? If that makes sense. And then we got Famicom Detective Club. This is The Missing Heir and the girl who stands behind. This is another phone a friend moment. I think this is an Adriana game. These are banger remakes. They're so good. You know what? I'm gonna put this tier right in the middle. Apparently, they're good. It's a tier where I cannot personally say if they are or aren't, but I have heard of them. I just know nothing about them. This feels fair. It's like the Great Divide. Oh, give it up. Give it up. I'm halfway through my playthrough. Look, I'm making a video over this entire game soon. But Miitopia is just RPG Mad Libs. It's a story unlike any other. You already see chat erupting. Again, yes, it's another port, but it goes up here. I think I can put it 5th. Or I guess 6th with Xenoblade. Yeah, that feels fair and reasonable. You can put silly characters into Miitopia. You can put your friends. You can put celebrities. You can do whatever you want. Like, Miitopia is as fun as you make it. And the game is just so, like, never have I seen the silly factor turn up to 11 before. And above all else, the soundtrack is kind of heat. By kinda, I mean very. It's insane. We love Miitopia. Oh, but you know what we don't love? I am gonna outright call a game bad. Game Builder Garage. Does anyone have any good experiences with this? Because I played it expecting like kind of this WarioWare, whatever that create or do-it-yourself kind of game was. I thought it would be like a Mario Maker with a broader scope. I had pretty high expectations for this game. And it just felt like a waste of my time. I think I did see some people make things, which I think makes it more impressive than Pokemon Quest. But I was so let down by this. I remember Ross and I were talking about this a lot. We were both excited as two huge Mario Maker fans, and the game just doesn't have the sauce. Then, oh, Mario Golf Super Rush. It's so sad that Tennis Aces is so good. And I think tennis is harder to recreate than golf. But Super Rush, oh my god, I needed this game to be good. We've had so many good Mario Golf games, but why? It's not even just that it's bad, it's so disappointing. I love Mario sports games. I love, like, Mario Golf, Toadstool Tour, give it up, but, oh, this game is so not great. It's just so easy to make a good golf game, I feel. Golf just sucks. I disagree. I'm a huge defender of golf. I come from a family of golfers. I played golf growing up. In other words, I'm white. But I just love me a good golf game. However, Super Rush just is not that. Ooh, then there's Skyward Sword. I did not play it. I mean, of course I played Skyward Sword, but I don't know how much it differs in the remake. I like it. I do like Skyward Sword. I don't know if the $60 price tag on the, like, it didn't look bad on the Wii, you know, much like Wind Waker, where it's like, I don't know if it'd be worth the full $60, because I'm assuming it's a full $60. It's probably as good as Skyward Sword is my guess. Fun for a day sounds a little disingenuous because Zelda is not going to be beaten in a single day. But I'm just going to put it in fun for a day, and we're just not going to think about it too hard because I don't think this deserves to be in the bad tiers. Yeah, I think this is reasonable. Fair shake? Now we got some heat on our hands. Pokemon Unite, this is controversial. I loved it. I absolutely adored it. I think this is a console banger. This goes high up on the list. I have put so many hours in the game. It's very fun. It kind of sucks in some ways, but I like rolling in the mud sometimes. Like, I can enjoy the slop. Y'all don't know how many hours I put into My Hero, what was it, Ultra Rumble? I have put so many hours in the games that I do not think are good, but that does not mean, it doesn't mean they're good. It just means I love them. And this tier list is about what do I love. Unite, it runs so much better on mobile, of course. The Switch can barely handle it, which is just a little depressing after a while. Maybe Switch 2, Pokemon Unite, I say cope. But I like it a lot. No world can I say is better than Breath of the Wild or Pikmin 3. It's a console banger for me, though. I do like it more than Animal Crossing. That one feels reasonable. Ooh, wait. WarioWare Get It Together? All of WarioWare it's all about doing the mini games. They introduce characters to this. They introduce a tier list. And on all accounts, you should say, this is bad. Why would they do that? This can't be good. And somehow, I think this is like one of the best WarioWares in the entire series. I'm putting this peak. I don't know if I can put it past Kingdom Battle, but this game is pretty phenomenal. It is, I loved it. It is so good. The mini games are fun. They have awesome multiplayer modes, and they even have like post game for whatever reason. This also had daily challenges where they would give you mini games, they would give you characters, and you had to compete. And my whole friend group started competing against each other doing dailies. Maybe it was weeklies, I don't know. But WarioWare is phenomenal, and Get It Together just executes it perfectly. This is like a great example about taking a series and innovating on it, because I feel like there's a lot of risk with making new characters playable and having them do different things, but it works really well. And they do something that not a lot of other games let you do when they let you use, characters in other characters' mini games. Sometimes they work really well, and sometimes they don't work at all. But I think there's a lot of charm that they didn't gatekeep mini games off of being experimented with. I really like it. Yeah, Get It Together is just phenomenal. Oh, wait. Hold. Speaking of phenomenal, Metroid Dread to the root. I think this game is incredible. Oh my god, how high does Metroid Dread go? I think I can say that. I think Metroid Dread is like out of this world. One of the best games I've ever played. I think all top 5 of these are some of the best games I've ever played. And Metroid Dread is so solid. From start to finish, the game encapsulates horror so well with like the Emmy bots. But what Metroid Dread does, it makes you feel good at the game. You ever get one of the parries on them fuckers and you just feel like a god? Above all else, just boss fights are just fun. The final boss looked cool as hell. The music's good. Look, Dread is just high fairy, yeah, it's good. All the boss fights are good. It's Metroid, it's Metroid at the end of the day. But Dread is unreal. I watched a lot of speed runs for this game, and it was so cool how good people got at it so fast. Even Void was like a top 10 runner, because of course he was. But yeah, Dread, it's up there. It deserves the spot. This game is phenomenal. One of the best entries on the Switch, easily. Now that I'm seeing it, I feel like they kind of went on like a hot streak here. Mario Party Superstars, I think this is probably one of the best Mario Parties ever made. I'd put it up here. Personally, Superstars is pretty goated. Is there a lot of missing potential? Yes. Should they have had DLC with more boards? Yes. My little tinfoil theory, Western Land, and Rainbow Castle and Jamboree, I think that's scrap DLC from Superstars. I might be making shit up, but why not, you know? I think it was supposed to be. One thing Superstars does well is that this is like the first great Mario Party in like a decade. So even though it's kind of like this nostalgia pack, that's okay. I would take Mario Party Superstars 2 if you just want to package up some GameCube boards, and I'll eat the slop all day. I love Superstars. The items were fun. The boards, there's a couple good ones. I think Horrorland is one of the best boards ever made, so we got lucky that was in there. Otherwise, it's just like Birthday Cake, Yoshi Island. There's a lot of shitty boards on that game, and we curated the best ones, or we could have. But yeah, it does have dungeon duos. The number one thing Superstars has going for it is that the minigame selection is phenomenal. I can't say that about Jamboree, but Superstars nailed it. Also, there's just a lot of minigames, which I think is what helps Mario Party games stand out the most. Then there's Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. A lot of people say that these remakes are awful. I just don't think Diamond and Pearl are that compelling of Pokemon games to begin with. I think it's a very honest remake. I don't even think it's that bad. I thought the game was fine when I played through it. I'm still gonna put it in bad, don't get me wrong. But I think it was just like kind of just a buggy mess. But I didn't think the game was like, everyone trashed the port. Oh, it looks ugly. Oh, it looks like this. Yes, there are so many things wrong with it. But I felt like people were exaggerating. I mean, I think people exaggerate with Sword and Shield. I just sometimes wonder if Pokemon fans like their games. But as a certified game liker, I don't think these are very good. But I also think there are a lot of issues with Gen 4 as a whole that get resolved in Platinum. Kinda. Not completely, but kinda. And it's kind of shocking that they just never gave us Platinum DLC, or even just made Platinum to begin with. Ho, 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 ho. Big Brain Academy, Brain versus Brain. If you have not logged serious hours in this, y'all are sleeping. This game is like, Breath of the Wild is like this real gatekeeper. I feel bad putting any game above Breath of the Wild. I'll put this right here. This feels like a reasonable spot. This game is incredible. First off, you get to make your own little character and they look adorable. Second, you get to make fun of your friends for being stupid. 3, this game, multiplayer, is super rubber bandy, so even if you're really stupid, you can win once at the end and still win. It's a fun game. And it also does like the same thing that Get It Together does, where you can just compete against your friends with scores and whatnot. For being Big Brain Academy, it doesn't feel like as cerebral as they let it on to be. I don't think they can really guess my IQ, but it's fun. I like it a lot. This is kind of, you would think it's a fun for a day, but I have booted this up multiple times and I've had a blast. And then there's Legends Arceus. I think like a lot of opinions on this go kind of either way. I know a lot of people who don't like it because it's ugly as sin. And I'm not going to tell you it's not. But my God, is it everything I want from a Pokemon game? Oh, do I put it up here? I don't know. I love Legends Arceus. It is the best gameplay Pokemon has ever been. Ever. To this day, still true. Yeah, the battle mechanics are a little silly, but I think it's fine to have like this other Pokemon game that's not about PvP and it's about you versus the world. I don't know. The Volo reveal into the 2 Giratina, like the teams are a little whack. I don't know. I love Legends Arceus. Never have I heard a soundtrack that just puts you in the vibe of everything so perfectly. All the new characters and all like the reimagined ancestor characters are so fun. The world is incredible. Having new starters like mix and match is so fun. The music's fun. All the mounts in the game work exponentially better than they do in Scarlet Violet. Catching Pokemon in the overworld is the #1 selling point of this game. Like, I'm stoked for Legends ZA, but I kind of feel like Legends Arceus was lightning in a bottle. Like, I'm a little scared, and I don't know if lightning can strike twice, you know? I'll stay optimistic, but I just think Legends Arceus is a phenomenal game. I might even put it up here. It might be my favorite game on the Switch, because it's the only one I go back to for fun. Not for content, but for fun. I like just exploring the worlds. I like catching guys. I think it's phenomenal. Yeah, the city environment might limit ZA. I don't know. I'm becoming a little doomer about ZA, if I can be honest. I just don't want to fully vocalize that opinion and be wrong if it's phenomenal. But I guess at that point, I'm happy either way. I just think Legends Arceus is phenomenal. Legends Arceus is so good. They did so many things right, and I'm just scared that they might not do all the same things again. Oh, we'll see. Anyways, this might be the peak. I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I'm a huge Nintendo fan, and I just don't know if it gets better than this. I don't care that it looks bad. I'm a Nintendo fan. I'll eat the slop as long as I get to go yippee wahoo. I was trying to see if there was like a funny game I could just go into immediate after that. Yeah, you know what? Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Oh, we love the slop. Not Kirby, but just I just like the slop in general. I'm kind of looking ahead a little bit. This is not a game I finished, if I can be so real. It's not because I got bored. I think I just had that very human thing happen where I started it and I go, I'll get to this later. And then I just didn't. I did watch Jaden beat it, so I do have that experience. I think kind of like the mid to late areas are a little bit of a gap in my mind. But it's worth it. I think I could say it's bangers or peak if I actually finished it. But I feel pretty confident putting it here. I at least know it's worth it. But this game has the potential to go higher, I will admit. Then there's Switch Sports. Another game that kind of pisses me off. I wish they did all the Wii Sports games and then more. I miss bowling. Is that too much to ask for? The basketball is whatever. The fencing game is weird. This is fun for a day, but it's still kind of disappointing. I smiled when I played it. Oh wait, bowling is in it. No, I'm stupid. What other games? They're missing boxing, right? And tennis? No, look, I don't remember. This is an old complaint. Maybe baseball? Is baseball the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, at this point it could just be forgettable. The bowling was in the game, but I can't explain why it didn't spark the same joy. I do remember they had the bowling battle royale mode, which I think is pretty funny as a concept. Yeah, I played for a day. Yeah, I played it for a day. I think it is a lot better than these other games, but there's so much like wasted potential in it. I think that's fair to say. I think if they really want to one-up Wii Sports, you just got to give us a lot more games. Giving us a basketball update is a little weird, but Then there's Strikers Battle League. Am I crazy to say that this is forgettable? It's a Mario sports game. I mean, I definitely remember Super Rush, but Mario Strikers Battle League is kind of forgettable. And I think that's pretty shocking. Also, yeah, Daisy was DLC. That's wild. I'll put it down here. I think it's like actually pretty embarrassing. Why is Tennis Aces the only good Mario sports game by far on the Switch? I don't know. Like, let's dial it back. I know this is like rose-tinted glasses, but if you look at the GameCube, every sports game on the GameCube was peak. Not a bad one. They were all phenomenal. Honestly, the same mostly goes for the Wii. It's just something about the Wii U and Switch where they just forgot how to make sports games. Oh my god, and then there's Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. Holy. I think this is another game I did start, I did finish. There's a lot of cool moments right from the beginning of this game. The world of this is good. Oh, it's another game I didn't finish though. Oh, I think it's more refined than Warriors despite not finishing it. I think Three Hopes does, like the others, like Pokemon, or no, like Kirby Forgotten Land, this could be peak. I don't know. If anything, this tier list is making me think like, oh, I need to go play this game, I need to play this one. But all things considered, I think over the past decade of Switch, it's kind of shocking that I've played all of these games. Some more than others, of course, and some not at all. But I've been gaming. Oh! And then there's Xenoblade Chronicles 3. When this game first got announced, I kind of was like, what's the point? 2 made such a good ending for 1, and 1's ending made such a good ending for 2. Like, they live symbiotically. What could we possibly need a third game for? I thought it was redundant. I thought they were being a dead horse. I thought Nintendo got their grubby little mitts on my favorite game series. My expectations genuinely were not high. But somehow, Xenoblade 3? Yeah. I go back and forth on this. The characters are, all of them, incredible. I think Xenoblade 3 has the highest emotional point of the entire Xenoblade series in Chapter 5. Yeah, no, I'm putting this right here. The only thing going against Xenoblade is that the last 10% kind of falls off. I think the final boss is fun, but it's not nearly as climactic as Xenoblade 1 or 2. But the high points in 3 are high. I genuinely believe if 3's ending stuck it just a little bit better, I think this game's better. Xenoblade 3 is on top. It's so close. It is so shocking because I was like 80% of the way through Xenoblade 3 thinking to myself, I was like, is this better than 1? Like, I was feeling it. I was so shocked that the game was as good as it is. Again, it's like the highest point of Xenoblade 1 is the ending. It's the last 30 minutes of the game, which is exactly where it should be. But the highest point of Xenoblade 3 is like 60% of the way through, and then it's just kind of falling action from there. You still have to resolve the story, of course, but I think that slight difference skews Xenoblade 1 in favor of the lead. Does this include Future Redeemed? I mean, Torna was a separate game, so I assumed... Huh. Okay. Xenoblade 3's DLC does not count as a separate game, right? Am I missing it? I mean, I'm not including Torna in 2 because they did make physical releases for Torna, so I think that might be the difference. I guess it just wasn't separated, I suppose. Yeah, maybe. Because I guess, I mean, Future Connected in Xenoblade Chronicles 1, that just all came packaged together. So I guess I will count Future Redeemed in here. I don't think it moves the placement at all. This is like already as high as a game can really get. I liked Future Redeemed more than Future Connected. I can say that much. Future Redeemed is actually like kind of perfect. I think it's so good. They also introduce, you know, polyamory Rex for whatever reason. That was more shocking than it was like interesting. I just couldn't believe that's the direction they went. He dual weld, like Rex became a Chad who would dual wield his wife's energy. I look, bold direction, I gotta say. It's crazy. People say what? I can't explain it better than that. I love the fan service, but the story needed a bit more time to cook. I don't judge little expansions on the same metric I would on the main game. I do agree that obviously the DLC is not as strong as the main game, but I'm a sucker for fan service. And I'm not even scared to admit it. When you show me the characters I know across all games interacting, like, for those of you who don't know, 3's DLC is essentially the No Way Home of Xenoblade, where you have protagonists from all games interacting with each other. It's really incredible if you think about it. I love seeing the characters I love, but again, that's why I think Fire Emblem Engage is so good, because I eat the fan service slop up like it's no one's business. I like seeing the guys I know. And speaking of delicious slop, Kirby's Dream Buffet. This is such a strange one. It's like, I can't even say it's fun for a day because I played this game a good amount and it's not expensive. It's like, what, a couple dollars? I played it. It's better than Pokemon Home. I think I can put it right there. It's a fun game. 15 bucks? Okay, I thought it was 6. 15's fine. Kinda. I don't know. 15's kind of a lot for what it is, but I think I played $60 games down here and had less fun than this $15 game. So a $15 Nintendo game, I take it. Sure, why not? It's fair. Ooh, Splatoon 3. This is also kind of the No Way Home of Splatoon. I think that analogy just works. And once again, I'm a sucker for fan service. Everyone tells me Splatoon 2 is better than 3. And I'm sure that might be true on like a competitive level or like a engine level or something. But I'm really just ranking these games on the joy the story modes brought me. There's a lot of speedrunning potential I found in this. I liked just how it was structured. I like seeing the characters. 3 is kind of a masterpiece, in my opinion. And, oh, wait, does this include Octo Expansion? Not Octo Expansion. Wait, oh, does 2 include Octo Expansion? Yeah. Oh, wait, what is the name? Is it Side Order? Yeah, I think this includes Side Order because it is not on here. I guess it's just Torna only got it because of the physical release. Side Order is phenomenal. More games should have roguelike side options. I think that's true for nearly every single game in existence. Splatoon 3 including Side Order. Yeah, I'll put it under Animal Crossing. I think that's fair. Splatoon as a whole is a phenomenal series. Maybe Splatoon 2, including Octo Expansion. I think I can push it up a little bit. Yeah. Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Look, Kingdom Battle, look, it's all the way up here. I am confidently saying this is one of the best games on the Switch, and if I can be honest, it could probably go higher. I just like everything else above it so much, but Kingdom Battle is like, if you showed me a tier list that looked like this, I would not raise an eyebrow. This game is genuinely phenomenal, but personally, I would put this here. So my expectations were high with Sparks of Hope. I needed something incredible, and this was not it. I don't know. Kingdom Battle was fun because you were still restricted. You had a lot of options, but you're still restricted. In Sparks of Hope, first off, the OC Edgelord is a wild addition, but above all else, you just got so power crept. Like, there is no struggle in this game at all. You are so strong, you have so many options, and something I really dislike is that they made every character feel a bit more samey with the sparks. Like Kingdom Battle, you actually had to plan which character you wanted to bring for which mission. But Sparks of Hope, I feel like every character kind of became the same. I don't know, it's pretty disappointing. My expectations were very high with it. I played it for more than a day, I beat the game, but I'm putting it here just because I was disappointed. And then there's Bayonetta 3, which as a huge fan of Bayonetta, hence my 1 and 2 rating, also kind of disappointed by this one. Not only was it not very good, but there was like so much drama and controversy around like the voice acting in this game. And if I can be honest, it was so messy that it kind of diminished the joy of it kind of just diminished my enjoyment of the game in some weird way, because I was like, I don't even know who's right in this situation. It just, I don't know. It's also messy. The story is messy. It's like, it's fine. It's not forgettable. I played it for a day. It falls with Sparks of Hope, where like, these are fine games. I think they're even fun, but it's just a little disappointing when it comes after such behemoths. And then there's Scarlet Violet, which, let me finally put my take on Scarlet Violet out there. This is one of the best Pokemon games ever made if it wasn't so bad. You know what I mean? Like, this game is all gas in the story. I think 7 has a phenomenal story and 9 rivals it. Like, there is so much to like about this game, but all the things you dislike about it are evident from the moment you boot it up. So whenever you focus on what you like, it's at the end in retrospect. But all throughout that journey, you were just focusing on like, yeah, I was playing on like 15 frames per second. Yeah, I was glitching in and out. Yeah, Baratic did crash my game constantly. Like, this is probably one of the only games on the Switch that I have had multiple crashes in. Like, it is bad. The DLC is phenomenal, I will say. I love Sword and Shield DLC. I love Scarlet Violet DLC. The story is good. They know how to write the characters, right? Like, that's not the problem. And above all else, they know how to design the characters. And beyond that, dare I say, the Gen 9 Dex is one of the best we've ever had. All 3 starters, phenomenal. Legendaries, great. Other legendaries, superb. The paradoxes, love it. It is so fun. Like, I love the Ultra Beast Freaks. And paradoxes is kind of like a regional form, kinda, but they're all broken and overpowered. Plus, terrestrialization is like the best gimmick Pokemon has ever had. Like VGC this year, or for the past few years, phenomenal. Open team sheets that came with this because of terrestrialization, also a massive W change. I don't know. It's hard to rank these. I think they're great. I don't feel bad calling them peak because there is so much good in them. But my God, is it bogged down by the bad. That's the hardest part. Like, there is a timeline out there when, like, it looks like this. I genuinely, wholeheartedly mean that. Where I think Scarlet and Violet are so close. And that's what makes me upset the most, is that we were so close to having genuinely phenomenal games. And just a little more time in the oven. Switch 2, maybe? I kind of believe. I think if I play this on Switch in 60 FPS, this fixes everything, right? Like, put this on the Switch 2 and it's perfect, it's here. At bare minimum, it's maybe here. But I believe. I do believe. I think Miraidon also is pretty cool at first, but after you stick with the games long enough, I think everyone comes around to Miraidon. I think he's much cooler in retrospect. Yeah, long story short, these games are so good. It just sucks that they're not. It's such a weird point to make, but it's so good. Kinda. But then there's Fire Emblem Engage, which modern Fire Emblem is kind of hit or miss because every game they're trying to do something new. And this game is all fan service, kinda. It's a new story, but they create this new element that allows you to use like the past spirits of all these characters that you know, and it's broken. It's a very broken mechanic, and above all else, it's fan servicey, and I love it. The story is some Mickey Mouse bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. It is a pretty weak story by Fire Emblem standards. However, this is the best gameplay has been in modern Fire Emblem. Like, I am such a massive Awakening truther. Like, Awakening is in like my top 15 games of all time. And Engage, the gameplay is insane. It's so good. Yeah, I don't know how high it goes. I think I like it more than Dread. Engage doesn't feel like it should be as good as it is. But hear me out. It is. The Mickey Mouse story, I can look past personally if the gameplay is really huge. Because, like, what? Super Mario Odyssey? I'm not playing that for the story. Normally, you do want to play, like, a tactics game for the story, I will say. More so than a 3D platformer. But, I don't know. I just like Engage a lot. I don't feel bad about this placement in the slightest. Ooh, and then there's Metroid Prime Remastered. I think this falls into a very embarrassing tier, if I can be honest. I have played all of these games to some capacity. Somehow never touched Metroid Prime. I think that's something I need a remedy, personally. Like, even not with content attached at all. Metroid Prime is a series I just never touched. I probably played through some of it as a kid on the GameCube, but not enough for me to remember it. So, before Metroid Prime 4 comes out, I would personally like to play all of the other 3, just because I've heard such high praises for the entire series, so I'd like to get there eventually. Haven't gotten there yet. Eventually, I will. I don't think I'd make content out of it, but I will play it for fun, and I'll tell you how I like it. Then we have Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Return to Dreamland is kind of a peak game, but this falls into the Skyward Sword category where I just didn't buy it. I didn't buy it because I played it already. Doesn't it not have online play? I think that's why I didn't. I was gonna buy it until I found out it doesn't have online, right? Is that true? I need someone to confirm. No one's confirming. This doesn't have online play, right? No online, really good minigames. Apparently, yeah, no one knows. Got it. The thing about 3D World and its port is it did add online connectivity, which I think makes 3D World so much better. And like Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe should have also done the same thing, but they didn't. So as someone who just played the original, I think the game is really good. But I'm gonna rank it a little lower because I was just disappointed that it didn't have online play. If I can be completely honest, that was something I kind of wanted from it. That literally they lost a purchase because it didn't have online play, and I'm sure I'm not alone in that. Ooh, and then there's Cereza and the Lost Demon. This was a Bayonetta prequel that kind of had like these storybook visuals. I got excited when I saw this. I said, can't wait to play it, and then I didn't play it. Apparently good. I would love to say, I'll believe it. If it's a Bayonetta game, I'll say apparently they're good. Like, this is such a Mickey Mouse-ass category. It's a real cop-out, but I don't know what else to say. I don't want to call it forgettable, but it kind of is. But I've heard good things. Definitely better than Bayo 3. I could believe that. Ooh, and then there's Advance Wars. I've heard nothing but high praises about the game. And then I played it, and I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine. Wasn't there a controversy about this game? Well, it's just that this game keeps getting released right next to like terrorist attacks, really. The original version was released like near 9/11, and then they were like, we can't release this game. And then wasn't it? Yeah, it was. The remake got delayed from Russia invading Ukraine. It's a very politically charged game, apparently, and not for the content within it. It's kind of like, it's so tragic to like a comical. It's so tragic to like a comical degree. So, I did play it. I had fun for a day. I was kind of expecting a bit more from all the high praises I heard from this game throughout the history of it. But I had fun. I didn't play through all of it. But yeah, it's fun for a day. I thought I would come back to it. I just didn't. Then there's Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This is such a hard game to rank because I feel like it should be better than Breath of the Wild. Because it kind of feels like the Majora's Mask, the Ocarina of Time, where it's like the same world, it's the same assets, but you get to explore in a very different manner. Here's my thing. Breath of the Wild, I know this is a lower placement than what 99% of people do. What I liked the most about Breath of the Wild was every shrine, every puzzle, every obstacle. I got to use this sandbox world to feel like I, the player, was cheating the game. I had few options, but they had a lot of oomph, a lot of power. But with Tears of the Kingdom, I feel like I'm playing in creative mode, where, yes, it's fun to create giant robots that can do funny things, sure, and with massive, let's say, appendages. But my issue with Tears of the Kingdom was I never felt like I was cheesing the game, and me personally, I like that. It felt like I had so many options. Any of them could be right, where, I don't know. I think that's just a big difference of Breath of the Wild, where I didn't have as many options, and I still got to find one that worked. Also, it was more expensive, it was bigger, I got lost a lot. You absolutely can cheese the game. Look, I'm not trying to say objectively there is 0% cheese potential in Tears of the Kingdom. This is just like a moment it's like a moment to a moment opinion on me that differs from Breath of the Wild. Do I think Tears of the Kingdom is bad? No, not in the slightest. I'm still putting it in this tier. I just don't think it's as good as Breath of the Wild. Like, if this game came first, though, holy shit, right? Like, holy shit. This would probably be up here. But it's not as thrilling as Breath of the Wild, in my opinion. And it's also mostly been done. I hate saying negative things about Zelda because I think they get misconstrued very easily. But it's still a good game. I'm going to put it right up. I'll put it right here. I think that's a fair placement for it. It's just the game feels like it's begging me to cheese it at every single corner. And that's just not how it feels to cheese something. It's like when the teacher tries to make something cool and it's just like it falls flat. And then there is Everybody 1-2 Switch. Have not played it, have watched it. I kind of want to play it because I've heard awful things. Apparently, everybody who played it, everyone who worked on it, was like, yeah, this is one of the worst games ever made. And you know what? I respect that. I'll put it at the bottom of the list. Sure, why not? It's impressive at that point. Because now we can, you know what? Fine, I'll play it. You know what? I've kind of talked myself into playing it. I'll do it so you don't have to, because the game sounds pretty awful, but in an awesome way. Oh, let me pop my back. So Pikmin 4, I think this came out in 2024, right? No, this came out in 2023, sorry. Yeah, I think this was my game of the year in 2023. Pikmin 4 is very good. There are some things I don't love about it. I think Ochi is awesome, but I think he also makes the game much easier, like significantly easier. I think, like, when you run into the water wraiths and stuff like that, it's so easy for you to lose like random straggler Pikmin here and there. But I felt like that never really happened to me because all the Pikmin just jump on Ochi. There's a lot of good about this game, a lot of great. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm probably still putting Pikmin 4 in peak. One of the best games on the Switch, and it gets bonus points for not being a port like the other Pikmin. But there are a lot of things I didn't love about Pikmin 4. It still goes up here, I think. I'll put it here. No. Wait, Fire Emblem Engage was also 2023. Maybe that's my game of the year 2023. Right? Or was that 22? Oh my god, it's all blur. I think, no, this is 22. Has to be, because it's in order. This was summer. This was January? Oh. January 23. Okay, so yeah, maybe me when I lie, actually. But yeah, Pikmin 4, still a great game. Yeah. F-Zero 99. It's like, it doesn't work as well as Tetris, but it definitely works better than Pac-Man. Also, F-Zero in modern day was kind of like surreal, shocking. I definitely had fun. Did I play this for more than a singular day? No, but that was like a fun 2 hours. I'll put it up here. It's kind of just a shocking game that it exists, if I can be real. Next up, we got Detective Pikachu Returns. This is the 3DS port, right? No, it's a new game. Oh, it's a sequel to the 3D. Oh. And it's bad. I could just make apparently it sucks tier. I take you at your word. I'll call it bad. Yeah, that's an easy sell. Message received. Oh my god, and then there's Mario Bros. Wonder? Visually, this game is peak. if I'm just critiquing how nice it is to look at, how much soul oozes out of every single animation, there's nothing else like it. This is at the top of the list. But, the bosses suck. Champion's Road in this also kind of sucks. There's a lot of cool ideas here. It's definitely peak. But those slight differences could be the difference of being up here and like down here. I think I'll put it at the bottom of peak. Because I gotta give it up for Wonder. It is so fresh in a new Super Mario series that got very repetitive and stale. So Wonder gets a big thumbs up from me. I like the game, but God, do the boss fights suck. Like, the highs are so high and more frequent, but the lows are very, very low. And the final boss is just bad. It's boring. The post-game isn't thrilling. It doesn't really... It's fine. Every fight's Bowser Jr. For the first time, I actually wish we had Koopalings, which is how bad the boss fights are if I'm saying that. But despite those big anchors in the game, if I think it's the bottom of peak, like, it is still a pretty damn good game. I also saw that someone made a Kaizo Mario Wonder mod, and I watched it, and it looks pretty goddamn hard. But I think I might want to give it a try. If anyone would be interested in watching that one day, that'd be a fun stream. I mean, it's a small part of the game. Yeah, but you can't just say the climax, or what should be the climax of the game, is a small part of it. Wario Move It, though? This was disappointing. I thought it would just be smooth moves, but it's something about it. I don't think... I did just only play it for a day. I'll say I played it. I don't know if it's as bad or forgettable. I think forgettable, actually. I think that's fair. It's like there's no reason. There's no reason why this game shouldn't be as good as Get It Together, given how massively better Get It Together is. I don't know. This game could have been better. It's forgettable. I don't know. Now we got another port of Super Mario RPG. I like how much they committed to the style. Seeing Geno in the past decade, seeing Geno in the 21st century, let's just say that, a bit of a shock. A lot of ammunition for the Geno heads out there. It's worth it. Like, it is a good remake. I'm not the biggest fan of SMRPG. I think there's a lot of things that really bothers me. I think if you play the original, it kind of feels like it's like a 20, 30-year-old game. And the remake is a very honest remake. But it still kind of has that archaic feel at times, where they left in a lot of elements that feel like an old game, which, you know, is true to the game on one hand. But after playing a lot of other RPGs around it, it just felt like there were some quality of life things I was missing, despite a few of them already being fulfilled. But it's still fun. I think if you have not played Super Mario RPG, I would encourage you to play this version. Or just play the SNES version illegally. That's fine too. SMRPG, I'll put it here. I think that's a fair placement. Age of Calamity, again, I think this could go higher if I was more invested in like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. But I see this and I'm like, oh, I know people love this, but I just ain't me. I miss my Dungeon Zelda. It's my biggest boomer take of all time. Like, oh, Link Between Worlds, my beloved. Oh, I just want more of that. I want more dungeons. And what sucks the most about Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is I'm fine. These games are revolutionary, blah, 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 and all that stuff. But the longer these games get made, the longer I have to wait for another Dungeon Zelda. It might just not be happening. And now we got another code, Recollection. This could be an apparently it's good game. Is that safe to say? Have not played it. In fact, I know nothing about it. But whenever this got announced, I saw people popping off in chat. I'll give that for you. I don't really mind. I feel like I would be insane to say this game is good or bad. But Mario vs. Donkey Kong, the GBA version was fun, but I don't, it's not even that it's forgettable. It's just more like a who asked. I played the original. I'm sure this matches it very similarly. I'm just kind of confused to why this exists. Any March of the Minis fan here? Oh, me. I love the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series. I was excited to see it. I thought I would have ended up playing it, but I just didn't. No. I think, like, I would say it's a good game, but, oh, it's $60. It's $60. And it's also not like a long game either. Is this a remake or a new game? It's a remake. Oh, it's $50. Oh. My opinion remains unchanged. I can't change it based on that. I'll put it here. It's fine. I don't think it's very offensive by any means. Like, I've probably ranked some other port that cost $20 more much higher, if I can be honest. But, yeah, it's fine. I think Princess Peach Showtime is like the most fun for a day game of all time. Because it's not supposed to be profound. It's not this magnum opus of gaming. It's cute. It's adorable. And it's has a bit more effort than what the slop you would expect it to be, right? I kind of had very low expectations, and I went into it. I did leave thinking it was like, oh, that was cute. And I'm also a massive Peach fan, so there's a lot of joy to be had playing it. It doesn't top Pokemon Home, that's for damn sure. It was everything that the game needed to be. I think that's the best thing I can really say about it was it did what it was supposed to, and it did it well. And it did it while serving. What? There's Endless Ocean Luminous? I don't... The fish game, huh? People say it's bad? This is apparently it's bad. No, this is a question mark. Dog, I got no idea what the hell this shit is. All right, this one. This sucks because it's like, what do you mean? I have to say, straight face, speaking from the heart, that the two best games on the Switch aren't even from the Switch? Oh, like, do I wish Paper Mario TTYD Remake had more to it? More that wasn't in the original game? Yeah, honestly, I do. But there's a lot of like quality of life stuff that I really like. The game is phenomenal, but like bar none. Like it's just genuinely not even Mario, just one of the best games ever made. These two games are probably in like my top 5 of all time. The partners are fun, the writing is fun, there's heart, there's soul. You got 2 new boss fights, which was fun. Trying to think, like, there is just more in it. It's a great remake of a great game. I think that's all I can say. After Pikmin 4 came out, like, Pikmin 4 has this side mode that is essentially like a retelling AU of Pikmin 1. It's a whole game inside of Pikmin 4 that is just a different game. So I think I kind of gaslit myself into thinking the TTYD remake was going to have like a Paper Luigi mode that was going to mimic the stories told in the original. Like, I really believed I wanted it, and I was just hoping. It didn't happen, but that doesn't really harm the opinion of the game. If anything, you could just bump it up one tier to share it with Xenoblade, but I'll put it at the top. It's just a great remake of a phenomenal game. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Yet another version of a game that I played the original and did not play the sequel. It is the most who-ass port of all time, because not only do people not like Luigi's Mansion 2, it doesn't even look as good as 3. So just why bother? I'll say it's forgettable. Don't know, I'll put it lower on the list. It's a real who asked. And then there's Nintendo. Now we got Nintendo World Championship NES Edition. When I first saw this, I thought it was gonna be slop. I thought it was gonna be bad, lazy, blah, blah, blah. And then you buy it anyways, because you're just a drone to this goddamn company that doesn't give a shit about you. It's like the Ratatouille moment, you know? When I take a bite of this game, and it all comes surging back to me. Video games were so simple, and you could push yourself, yet you could push yourself with arbitrary challenges. Why is this game so good? It feels bad putting this as high as I'm about to, but there is so much fun to be had in this game. It doesn't feel like there should be, but it is. Genuinely and undoubtedly like an actually incredible game. It's super solid, and I tried to get like all S rank. I think that's the highest rank. I tried to get the highest rank on every minigame, and I couldn't. Like, I feel like I am above average than the average gamer at these kinds of things. And this game is hard. Like, to actually be the best and perfect everything. And there's like a battle royale mode too, which again, just bumps every game up a little bit for me. This is a game that should not be as good as it is, yet here we are. Can I say that about Imio the Smiling Man? When they teased this, I was genuinely like, what the hell is Nintendo doing? They were like saying, look at this new IP we got. And then everyone was like, oh, it's what? Oh, it's a VN towards the end of the Switch's lifespan? It was kind of shocking. I have had friends play this. This goes in the apparently they're good. I just have not even touched this game. I know nothing about it. I cannot comment on it. Metroid Prime, like, I could probably just say it's peak. Sure, why not? But I don't feel like I can make that opinion in good faith, because again, it's embarrassing to me that I haven't played these games, but I would like to eventually. And then there's Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. It's crazy because I started playing fewer and fewer Switch games as time went on. Because I think this is it's good. I think this is probably the most mainline Nintendo game I have not played. It's also fun that they just kind of used assets of the Link's Awakening remake. It looks cute, sure. I haven't played it. I'll put it in the middle. This is in the Great Divide. I'll even put it at the upper end because this is kind of how good I would expect all these games to be, you know? Just the vibes they give me. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell by the games we're ranking now that it's screaming, hey, the console's dying. The Switch 2 is right around the corner. So, Princess Peach Showtime. Like, sure. But then they gave us Jamboree. And I'm going to put Jamboree in peak. I'm a massive Mario Party fan. I gotta give it up. It's a good enough Mario Party. There are a lot of game modes in it that I think are phenomenal. But I will be honest, there are a lot of reasons why I think the game is lacking. Despite that, it's still a good Mario Party game. But like, the more I think about it, the less I like it. I think I'm gonna move Xenoblade 2 up. I think I'm gonna move Tetris 99 up. I think Jamboree falls around here. Like, there's maybe even lower. Here's the thing about Jamboree. The Jamboree minigames with the buddies are all not great. It has 4 duels in it without motion controls. And the boards, I think the boards are good. I actually think all the boards are like average or higher. But there really just aren't enough minigames. They advertise it's the most in the series history, but that's including their 5 item minigames, their 10 Jamboree minigames that you can't get off the board naturally. I don't like no battle minigames. I miss when we had designated battle minigames. That 112 number that they threw around also included the 10 rhythm kitchen minigames, the 8-player minigames. Like, there's a lot of like fudging the numbers. I think the real number is around like 50 to 60, and I think that's kind of embarrassing for Mario Party. We need a lot more, I think. Also, the buddy mechanic is really like kind of not well done. It's fun until the minigames start not mattering. Like Waluigi Pinball, you spend 3 minutes playing the game, and then if you win it and someone passes you, no, you didn't. Yeah, there's just, I don't know. There's a lot of good in Jamboree, but as a kind of pretentious Mario Party aficionado, there are a lot of things that I would change. But at the end of the day, it still sits pretty high because I love Mario Party. Koopathlon, pretty insane. The boards are good. The online play is good. Like, as far as Nintendo goes, it's probably some of the best. It is very slow. 30 turns takes you about the same amount of time as 50 turns in like Mario Party 7, which is also a kind of slow game. And the 50 turns, you could probably do 100 turns on Mario Party 1. Koopathlon, though, goated. Now that much is true. And then we got Brothership, which of all of these recent games, this one's probably the most exciting one. And I gotta say, I see a lot of people saying peak. I played it for a day. I think this is a game that could get better if I played it for more, but I only played it for a day. I put like 4 hours of gameplay into it, and I could not find the motivation to pick it up again. It pissed me off so much that Luigi is mapped to L. It sounds like such a fickle thing to complain about, but why isn't Luigi on B and Mario on A? That's how it's supposed to be. From people who have actually played through all of Brotherhood and beat it, I have heard mixed reviews from it's great to it's okay to it's kind of a letdown. I've heard all over the place. So maybe if I get like done with all my work that I have to do and I just have like a free weekend, I could see myself playing and constructing like a better opinion or a more informed one. But for now, I played it for a day and I was a little let down. But it's an RPG, so like playing it for 4 hours does not tell the full story. Donkey Kong Country Returns. This is forgettable, absolutely forgettable. Like, we are at the end of the Switch's lifespan. We're going out with a whimper, not a bang. Which is like kind of what you expect from a console. But then you get Xenoblade Chronicles X. And this game, as far as I'm concerned, should be peak. And this one kills me, right? This is like a disgrace to my family. Haven't played it. This is next on my list of games. I just gotta stop booting up goddamn Marvel Rivals and play the game that's actually gonna make me happy. I know. How have I, the Xenoblade fan, not played X? Well, on the Wii U, I tried to, but I had to use my gamepad to type my name in, and I never played it again. This is the game that I am most excited to play. I was kind of waiting for a Switch port, and then it came out, and I was like, huh, what? It came out? So now I actually have to like stand on business. I gotta play through it. So I won't stream this, but I am traveling soon, and I'm traveling internationally in like a few weeks. So by the time I get back, like early to mid-June, I'm probably gonna play this. Actually, by the time this video goes live, I've probably already played. Actually, yeah. By the time this video goes live, I've probably already played it. So, future me, let me know what you think, and we'll just fix that in post. Oh, and then the last one is Metroid Prime 4. This doesn't exist yet. So, that's it. That's the list. I'm gonna put 3 houses above here. I will send a message, that's right. I have played a lot of video games over the past 7 years. The Nintendo Switch coming out was one of the best things that ever happened to me, professionally speaking. And also, as just like a person with emotions who likes playing video games, this was an incredible console, all things considered. Yeah, a lot of the best games and some of the worst were ports, but there's a lot of gold in here. Like, God, Xenoblade 3, Legends Arceus, Mario Maker, Smash Ultimate, like everything I have up here, chef's kiss, beautiful. And what this really reminds me is, God, do I love Xenoblade. Every entry is peak. Like, you see this? Everything Monolith does turns to gold. They were the best parts of Breath of the Wild. They were the best parts of, like, Pokemon. Hire this man's, right? And Ace with the, oh God, the music in Xenoblade. Look, I can make a whole video about just gushing about that series, but hey, this is what I think. I like video games. I like having opinions, and let me know in the comments if you like video games and don't like my opinions. But yeah, what the hell are these games? But like, what the hell is Stretchers though? Be for real. Does this game really exist? Does Stretchers really exist? You know what? Nah, I'm not buying it. That's in the Metroid Prime 4 tier. That's a fake ass game. Look it up? Nah, I'm good. Well, that was it. I obviously did think about playing Jujutsu Kaisen today, and I was gonna play the baseball, but the tier list went on a little, honestly, about the length that I thought it would, but I think I just played Balatro a lot longer than I anticipated, which does happen. Fuck it, I'll play a little bit of golfing, or baseball. Nah, actually, okay, what is today? Today is Wednesday. I will probably, no, I'm going to definitively say I'm busy tomorrow, but I will stream on Friday and Saturday. I'm in a real recording video era for like the next week and a half. Probably nothing that takes multiple streams to record, and hopefully things I can get multiple things done in the same stream. So Friday, I'll probably do the JJK game. I'll just play the actual story, and then I'll beat the baseball. Asterisk, maybe. And no, I'll save it for Saturday, actually. Because Saturday, I am doing the Mariomon VGC tournament. And as a reminder, the next Mariomon video comes out tomorrow with a brand new update. It's going to be new. I hope you guys like more Mariomon. So, that's it. And I'll see you Friday, probably at 2 p.m. Pacific time. I don't know what my Friday stream will be, but it'll be a fun surprise. And if you are in discord.gg/Alpharad, you too will see the surprise ahead of time. Do I know what the surprise is? No. But we'll figure it out together. So who are we raiding? I want to raid someone who's playing a Switch game. Who's playing a Peak game, actually? I see Smith. We can raid Smith because they are playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which I think is the 6th best game on the Switch. I think that's kind of crazy, right? And Odyssey being the 7th best game of all time, or like on the Switch, I think that goes to show like the peaks of the Nintendo Switch are so high if Odyssey is like the 7th best game on the console, in my opinion, right? Like there's a lot of valleys on the console, but like the peaks are, they're very high. So yeah, we will rate Smith and just kind of throughout the next hour, just say like, is this the 6th best game on the Switch? Also, they, them for Smith for anyone dropping in. And I'll see you Friday, which I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'll figure it out soon. But in the meantime, bye-bye, everyone. Have a good night. Hope you enjoyed Balatro and Tier List. Do I agree? I think I stand on all of this. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna save this real quick. Okay, anyways, bye. I'm wasting time.